Memester of the Week contains fantasy violence, drug use, and horror elements. The list of topics, themes, and subjects featured in this episode will be included in the description. If you ever feel unsafe or suicidal, please call your local crisis center, emergency services, or national hotline. A link to an international list of crisis hotlines is listed in the description below. And remember, you matter. We see the Feywild with soft lights in the dark, shadowed creatures moving therein. The ancient canopy obfuscating the understanding of these beings unless they want to be understood. And as night has fallen here, the camera kind of pulls through these trees and these hallways, and we see this blue light casting around every corner. And as we approach the source of that, we see a man wreathed in flame. And the crown of fire on his head flickers. Now, Palmer, you've been given a task. You've been given a mission. You set out and you have kind of three things to operate from right now. You said that you
Wikipedia, Google, ChatGPT.
No.
Your three tools. Learn of humanity.
Is this what you're giving Blorbos?
Yeah, I ignored your list. Those are my Blorbos.
Wikipedia, Google, and ChatGPT is your Blorbo.
Minus fantasy.
Yeah, minus fantasy, minus all cool.
What else did she go out into the real world for, if not to learn the tools that
humans are currently using,
rely
of course.
upon?
For better, for worse.
Yeah. It's okay. I have the equivalent.
Okay, so let's start with the Blorbos.
Okay, my Blorbos. So for Wikipedia.
Oh yeah. I'm assuming this is their name, and what are they?
No, this actually, I said that on a whim, but this works. Do you want my Blurbo list now? Is that what you said?
So above board, for everyone to know, I made like a little micro game where Sarah is going to pick out some fey creatures that we know of and make basically like a micro character that will have its own stats.
That's
and
awful.
Go on its own little adventure to find some information.
Let's not call it an it, because now I'm thinking of a gross fused version of the three things that I picked, and I don't want that. It's my pack of morons.
Your own personal. You are the Amanda Waller of the Suicide Squad.
And I want to say that probably half, if not more than half, was not by her choice.
Okay.
She was like sorting through a bunch of like clipboards of suggestions and people who said that she owed them favors. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like she had this whole list sit in front of her of like who she could take. And she was like weighing the pros and cons of who to piss off and who to not piss off.
Mm-hmm.
So this was completely her hand was forced. She did not have. I think maybe there was one or two of these picks that she was somewhat favorable to, but otherwise it was a. So for Wikipedia, we have Percha the deer-headed man.
Okay.
Which was probably her last pick. Really was not feeling that one. But I'm going to assume that was a choice from the big man.
Mm-hmm.
The powers that be.
So, someone has to be responsible for this group, and since it's not you,
it's the hint. You're not being. You're being observed. You're being great. Like it's like the vice manager is coming along on the work trip.
Yeah.
So you can't really fuck around. Google. We have goblins.
Okay, goblins.
Yeah, a lot of them. Some of them are really talented. Got like lots of years under their belts, you know. They know how to get into weird places, get you information.
Okay.
From difficult sources.
I love the idea of like a Mission Impossible or like Ocean's 11, but the entire cast is replaced with goblins.
Well, you're gonna get that. And then for ChatGPT, we have pixies.
Okay.
They seem to be able to perform magic and miracles, but then you realize they're kind of just mischief and horror and dismay at their core.
An excellent and apt metaphor. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, it was weird how well that worked out.
Yeah. Okay, so with all of that set up, you will have 5 weird, 1 sharp, and then -1 cool, -1 tough, and then a 0 in charm.
Just like real life.
For your little blorbos.
Yeah, I did not listen. I don't do good with numbers. I saw a big wall of numbers. Did not do any calculating.
Perfectly fine.
I want you to picture this group standing in a room together, though. It's pretty pleasant.
So we have Percha, like 7 foot tall, deer-headed man,
just
and like
unpleasant. Like you, as much as people love, you know, like wood core, goth core, there is not a single person on this planet who would like to be in a room with this guy.
Yeah, just huge.
He smells like decay, and if you look at him for too long, you see your own death. Yeah,
you start getting like really actually viscerally upset.
Yeah.
He's basically the dude from The Ritual.
Ugh.
And then we have a couple little pixies flitting about. They're about like a foot and a half feet tall.
That's a lot bigger than I thought.
Have like a kind of aura of light that they emit from their body constantly. Multiple genders and no gender at all, often among them. And then we have, so they're flying around and they're starting to kind of like fuck with Percha and fuck with like his antlers
good.
Like put stuff in his antlers, start to decorate them like a Christmas tree.
This is why she picked them.
And then like as we pan down Percha towards his feet, we have like these 1 foot tall goblins that are like, darn. Oh wait, humans? We get to see humans? Yes. Great. Just like a chorus of them. I wonder if they have circles. You think I have circles?
She has the magical equivalent of sound canceling headphones.
Yeah, we just have a chorus of goblins wandering around their feet.
No way she's paying attention.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. This like chorus of We go from like, yes, this is going to be the most efficient team of Fae ever assembled to
Who is saying that?
to gather this information, to go on this mission, and then we immediately pan over to Percha, objectively terrifying, and then like a bunch of little goblins, and then a bunch of fucking pixies.
Yeah, she's slapping.
Phenomenal.
She's slapping the fucking the cork boards. What was the word?
Clipboards?
Clipboards. She's throwing the clipboards down, being like, "This, you gave me nothing to work with. I will hear no complaints."
No, Balmer. Are you 100% sure?
You bet you're lucky that you can leave the house at all. I don't want to hear it.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want you see what I have to deal with. You go sit in that desk and then tell me I had a better option. What would you prefer, Patrick Star?
Actually, yes.
I'm not dealing with this.
Patrick Star, no relation. TM.
Your hubris knows no bounds.
You're absolutely right. Okay, yeah, you send off your Suicide Squad.
Oh, thank God, I don't have to go with them.
No, you have other shit to do. You have to go find your mentor. You have more important things to deal with. So you see Percha, the goblins, and the pixies off as they go on their mission.
And she closes her eyes in a solemn prayer that Percha never comes back.
Insane. Specifically Percha.
She closes her eyes, she presses her hands together. She says, "Please."
It feels so vindictive.
Be gone. Listen, that's like one of the few things I remember from the main podcast. Was what
is Percha showing up and scaring the shit out of
he
you.
was.
Yeah.
And be like, imagine having that in your workplace. Be like, please take a long vacation. Maternity leave.
Phenomenal. So that happens.
Bye.
You send them along their way. You say a prayer, I assume, to Oberon, and Oberon's like, "Man, really?" He's like, "I think I fucked up. I think I fucked up giving you this much power." So you're getting ready to go. You're getting ready to leave to go find Tatiana. And you had mentioned wanting to send a message to your friends, the gang, Dan and Journey and Mordecai. Is there anything that you want to say to them?
Could I retroactively send that message with all the information that I have with like one of the pixies?
Okay, yeah. Absolutely. Put that as part of their
She looks through the pixies and she picks the most obnoxious looking one.
Okay.
Like the one that just won't stop talking. She picks that one. And you know what? It's not even out of ill will. It just reminds her of them as a group.
Okay.
And she's like, "Yes, those humans like to chatter incessantly. They'll enjoy this one." And it's
awesome.
It is completely without ill will.
For sure. They're like, no, they like talking.
Yeah.
This will be good. This will be a good thing.
They were never silent.
Fantastic. Okay, yeah. So, is there anything? I guess what I'm asking, is there anything of a personal nature? Or is this all like pure information?
I don't think she does that, especially considering this is all urgent Like, I don't think she would mix messages. Do you know what I mean? It'd be like,
yeah, for sure.
It'd be like sending a message to a relative and being like, hey, I'm hospitalized. Also, how are you doing? Like, are things good? It just doesn't, yeah.
Yeah. So you are sending a message of pure information.
Yeah.
Along the way, via a particularly talkative pixie.
Yes.
Fantastic. So you come to the edge of like the main part of Yggdrasil, kind of the capital area where Oberon presides. You head over to the western area, and Mar meets you there. All right. Are you ready?
To discuss with my boss's ex-wife through proxy the bad things that are going to happen to said ex-husband.
Yeah. Also, the very long walk.
We have means. We have means to an end on that respect. Pretty sure I can teleport and fly.
You can teleport and fly, but the Feywild is strange and it has its own means of transportation.
Then fine, we take a walk.
The first part of your journey is just taking a tram.
Oh, cool.
You get like the wooden. Yeah, absolutely. It's a utopia. Of course, they have public transport. And so we see you guys kind of go to a station. There is like the fully wooden tram cars that are being led by will-o-wisps. Your will-o-wisp Nod is with you, just like kind of floating around over your shoulder, giving you some blue light. And so the first part of the journey is just kind of like that slow clacking of wheels on a track. And eventually you come to a point where they've not made something or fashioned something to go out this far. And so it's like the final station is where you begin to walk.
It's kind of nuts that considering this society has a hierarchy and Palmer's pretty high up on it, that I'm just taking the bus. You know what I mean? It's like one of those like K-dramas, you know, where like the super rich CEO is like, I'm going to take a walk, and like freaks out all of the subordinates around them because they're just like hanging out. Everybody on that train is going to be massively uncomfortable.
Perhaps.
Anyways, go on.
You exit out of this station and it is basically just tundra. And as Mar shifts into his black dog form to keep warm, and you see Oberon's flame that he gifted you with previously kind of just like flares up around you and creates like a nice hood for your cloak and sleeves for you, just to keep you warm as you're moving along. You get a direction on it, get a beat, and let's see. How about you investigate a mystery? Roll an investigate a mystery for us and see just how expedient is this trip that you guys are making.
Been a hot minute. Sharp default.
Yep.
Oh. I got a 4.
Oof. Okay.
We're lost already.
Yeah, I think as you guys are trying to move through this and you are on your way to find someone whom you've not seen in decades.
Maybe who doesn't even want to be seen.
Maybe who doesn't want to be seen. You guys are making your way, you're making your march. I think your brain kind of, your mind as you're moving through the snow flashes back to a particularly cold day here in the Feywild when you were working with Tatiana. And she's set you to task. It's a particularly cold day, and Tatiana has sent you out to gather firewood, essentially, just to make sure that we're stored up for the winter.
How early in my tenure/age is this?
Let's say not very old. Like, what would account for like teenage years?
Okay. It's pretty green around the edges.
Yeah. Still learning to find your footing in what you are being trained to do.
Okay.
But yeah, you've been sent out into the Feywild to gather some firewood, and while you're there, there is a specific mushroom called silver shroom that she wants you to find for dinner that night. Essentially, it's a great spicy vegetable that kind of adds
spicy vegetable. He says about a mushroom.
Yeah, I was thinking like, mushrooms aren't mushrooms are fungi.
Mushrooms are people.
Mushrooms are also people, which is something that you have to be particularly concerned about, because sometimes they are.
Oh no, I picked the wrong mushroom. Now I've taken a life.
Oh God. Let's start with this. You've been sent to go and find these things. Mm-hmm. I'd say investigate a mystery.
Jeez, we're metagaming inside the metagaming. We're rolling inside the flashback.
Yeah, we're gonna see how does this memory pan out for you? What impression did you make as a petulant child?
Hey, you don't know if I'm petulant yet.
I don't know. I think you've answered that regardless.
7. Mixed success.
You get 1 thing on a mixed success. I'm gonna say, yeah, on a 7 on a mixed success here, you're able to find the firewood, but you're having trouble locating the silver shroom that you need. Okay. So how do you remedy that?
Say, sorry, Mom, they were all out of mushrooms, and go home.
I think as you are kind of searching around, you're not able to find what you need for dinner here. And you are on your return path. You're on your return path home.
Yeah.
And you see one just slightly off the path in a little mushroom circle. You see some silver shrooms.
Okay. Sure, right? I don't see any reason not to. She goes and gets it.
Okay, so Palmer, you go over, you pick a couple silver shrooms, and all is well. That's fine. You put it in whatever it is you are using to carry your wood and everything like that, whatever gathering bag you have, and you start to make your way back to the cottage where you've been training with Tatiana. And as you are walking, the woods grow darker, and it feels like you can see the path out, but the path seems to just keep going. You don't feel like you're actually making progress. You've been walking for minutes, but the path keeps elongating and elongating out, and this shadow looms over you. Act under pressure.
Oh, I stole their mushrooms. They're best. I stole the tasty seasoning vegetables. 11. Eat shit.
Okay. As this gnarled and like wood-clad hand crashes down where you were, how do you avoid this?
Gollum. I fly because I have wings.
Okay, yeah, you alight and you take flight. As you turn around, you see this stout, like a good 5 foot wide and 6 foot tall mushroom creature.
Oh, it is actually pissed.
With arms and legs that seem to be like armored in like sharpened bark, trying to like get at you because you've taken something that it feels like belongs to them, and Fae don't tend to appreciate that.
I don't care about dinner. I'm just gonna throw the mushrooms back. Fuck this. Hey, listen, she ain't no dinner worth her life. All about practicality here.
Okay, that's interesting.
Do I? No, I'm gonna guard these mushrooms with my like.
I'm going to say that this is a way of manipulating someone.
How? I'm giving them what they want.
Yeah, but you've also already made them mad.
Okay. Mixed success.
Okay, so you give them back the mushrooms.
I throw them. I specifically throw them.
Yeah, you throw the mushrooms back, and they start to make their way towards you again and like ignore the mushrooms on the ground. And there is a harsh wind that blows through from behind you. You're buffeted being in the air from this and are almost knocked to the ground. And in this moment, the earth churns up and moisture from the air comes down and mixes with these like roots and winds and all of these elements coming together to form the most beautiful woman you've ever seen.
Okay. Who's that?
And she says, "That will be quite enough."
She's talking to me. Because I'm throwing dinner.
Yeah, you're throwing dinner. The mushroom creature like blanches and freezes in this moment. And she says, "Since it was given back to you, you may take what is yours. But remember, you only have this back because of good graces."
Hell yeah, she took my side.
And this mushroom creature is like, okay. Like shaking, prostrating itself like, yeah, for sure. It takes its mushrooms, it goes on its merry way. And then Tatiana turns her gaze on you. So, what are we having for dinner?
And you can't just get delivery. You said this was a utopia. We'd find random ass mushrooms. She's gonna be like, we can smoke the pork with this lovely firewood.
Okay. An inventive idea. I do like it. Honestly, dear, you're going to have to start showing a little more metal. Hey, everybody. Thank you guys for listening to Memes for the Week. I'm sorry that my audio on this episode, unfortunately, is a bit crunchy sounding. I was pretty sick when we were recording this. And because of that and because of it being so hot and my aircon running, It just ended up being a little crunchier than I would normally like for the audio, so I hope it's not too much of a trouble. Shouldn't be a ongoing issue with anything else. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening to Memester of the Week. If you like the show, if you're here, rate us 5 stars. Give us 5 stars, especially on like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. That's the best way to kind of get us to new ears, other than word of mouth. Yeah, just it's amazing how much telling someone about something that you love really does affect how well received that thing is. So yeah, if you're enjoying the show, shout us out. Talk to us. And also come talk to us on the Actual Place Discord. There are so many fantastic shows on that Discord that people are just hanging out and making art and talking about games and talking about the stories that we love to tell. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I have here a promo for Bad Heroes, a just phenomenal Actual Play series. I'm going to let them speak for themselves and let you get back to the episode. See ya.
Hey, I'm Dre Silvertooth, and I'm a GM. You should absolutely come listen to our podcast, because I have the best heroes. They're hunting curses for the Queen of Vyre, and it's going great.
I got 5 hit points.
I have a plan.
Is it to write my eulogy?
They make really good choices.
Oh God, why did I do that?
It's all according to plan. Textbook success.
How do you cram a werewolf through a 1.5-foot diameter ring?
Creatively.
Okay, so maybe not textbook.
Try to remain calm.
Fine. They are bad heroes. I have very bad heroes on my podcast. But they are hilarious. Come check us out at badheroescast.com or find Bad Heroes wherever you get your podcasts.
And I think that's where that memory ends.
Man, she just called me a coward. Just because I didn't want to fight for some fucking mushrooms. So she's thinking a bunch of fucking mushrooms. That's what she's thinking in this bitter cold.
It's just a bunch of fucking mushrooms.
She sees the same mushroom dude. He's just sitting there in the forest.
He has a beard now.
Yeah.
just like a really long old man beard.
All of his little weird mushroom children scuttling around him.
Yeah, there's one tiny mushroom sitting on his lap and he's telling it a story.
Yeah. He's telling the story of the terrible thief that almost came and took them.
Christ. Much worse.
Palmer wags her finger. I'll get you next time.
So you are moving through this snow. This icy cold. The elements are just beating at you and Mar as this blanket of white is surrounding you and enveloping you. Go ahead and roll Act Under Pressure.
9 mixed success.
Okay. Yeah, on a 9, time is the thing that is lost here. After it could be hours, it could be days, it could even be months. You enter into these snow-crested mountains, and finding your way through a path, you find a valley where the snow and the winds don't land as harshly. And you see a small cottage similar to what you trained at so many, many, many years ago. Mar just turns to you and says, "Well, I think that's it."
Yep. Let's go bring the doorbell.
Do you think she's changed?
No.
You guys go up. Mar resumes his more humanoid form. And you knock at the door. It is quiet for a moment. And then steadily opens. And you see Tatiana on the other side. Hello. It's been a very long time.
I'm here for your delivery of mushrooms.
It's a little late for that, isn't it? Go ahead. Come in out of the cold.
Oh, shit. She will go in and stand politely by the door.
Oh, Mar, you've grown up to be so handsome, haven't you? Thank you. You walk into this cottage, and I think it is probably the definition of cottagecore.
Sure.
Just greenery all around, wood tones. Very relaxing. There's a fire going, and Tatiana goes and sits on like a little couch that is by the fire and says, "All right, well, if 2 of my students from the Wild Hunt are here, then something has to be very wrong."
And here I thought you missed me.
Well, those are mutually exclusive things.
You are not wrong.
So, tell me, Thorn of Oberon, why are you here?
Because the branch has visions. He thought you would like to know.
Visions of what?
Of the forest burning and such. Which you think would be something that he's used to, considering the whole flame crown.
So you're telling me Oberon sent you because he's having visions of the forest burning?
Maybe he just really wants to see you again.
I don't think that that's untrue.
Aw.
And I think it's time I pay him a visit as well. Okay. If Oberon is this concerned, that is a problem.
I admit it has been some time since I've seen him so urgent.
Do you have any idea what could have prompted this?
We have a odd human in captivity.
We have a human in captivity.
She's talking about a lot of stuff. Some unpleasant sounding research.
I see. How unpleasant?
I'm bearer of bad news and all. Perhaps seeing it with your own eyes would be best.
Okay. I understand. I'm sure Oberon can help explain what's going on. And I want you to roll sharp.
Okay. Just straight sharp.
Yep, just straight sharp.
I don't got a lot of that. Got an 8.
Okay. I think everyone in this room feels something go wrong. There is a sharpness here that the air has a tang to it.
Just like all of a sudden?
Mm-hmm. Almost like the scent of blood, copper, iron. Things that instinctually the Fae know is wrong for them. Something is happening at Yggdrasil. Tatiana recognizes this immediately. Something's wrong. You can look over and see like Mar, every hair on him is fully stood up on end. Mm. There is a genuine panic from Tatiana. We have to go. We have to go quickly. Tatiana reaches out and grabs the space in front of her. And then with a snap of her fingers, the wind and the air that was there separates and creates a rift for you to go through. Okay, hurry up. We have to go, and we have to go now. Something's going wrong.
All right. So he goes.
You rush forward through this azure portal that's been created from the separation of winds. Mar runs through, and then Tatiana follows soon after, and then there is just a clap, and that portal is closed. And it sounds like a bomb going off.
Yeesh.
The air separates back at Yggdrasil and creates that portal for Mar and you and Tatiana to run out of.
Gotcha.
Now I get to roll some things. Over the course of this mystery, you've gained 2 hard moves. You've failed twice. So now we're going to find out what the results of those failures are.
That boy failed twice?
You failed once in this session and once in the previous session.
Boo.
You come back and through this portal at Yggdrasil to see the tree being lit aflame. As you're looking around, there are these constructs, these 8-foot tall creatures that are humanoid, but they're made of not stone, but iron, that are starting to tear apart the tree. And these smaller, almost dog-like creatures running around and chasing down every Fae that they can.
Ugh.
As you are there, you look across and you see Oberon holding the edge of a large iron sword in his hands that has been brought down upon him by a man with what looks like a basilisk's eye replacing one of his own. You see this man pull back his sword and then viciously swing it all the way around his body to bring its full weight on Oberon. And you hear the crack of his arm as he tries to block that. And as the flames that flare up to create a shield dissipate and are absorbed into that blade.
Great. So now, where is my alchemist?
Oh, shit.